All right. Hey guys, welcome to our Zoom call number 2 for our Emerald phase. So this call is basically going to go over some recent topics that we've talked about and kind of cover what we've already done in our Emerald phase. So like I said this in the first call, this is a exciting 2-week journey together, and so many of you are really engaged and asking questions and posting your conversations that you're having with other people, which is amazing because we can all learn from this. So this is really important that we're doing this together and that you're engaged during these 2 weeks. This is only 2 weeks, and it's really important that you're here. So I'm so glad, and I thank you for your time. So in our call today, we're going to talk about proof that the products work, social media attraction marketing, and we're going to celebrate some successes. All right, so first off, so far in this group, we have covered our welcome and Emerald rank. So that is the goal. The reason that you were invited to this group is that you either have been an Emerald and maybe you signed up a spouse and somebody else, another coach that has been working with you, or maybe you've proven that through Coach Basics, you have the skills and the ability to move on the next level in your business. And we've also covered customer conversations, and you've been sharing conversations. I've been sharing conversations with people that I've had. And so I'm really proud of you all for doing that, because that is crucial for moving forward. We've talked about how you earn as an Emerald coach. So now not only does that benefit you moving forward in your business and building a solid business, but you also benefit from leads from the company, free customers, not just commissions, but a team volume, a team bonus. So we'll talk more about the team bonus and what that basically means. And we've talked about the coach opportunity presentation. Tomorrow we'll be talking about handling objections. And remember, we do go straight through every single day for these 2 weeks. So we're going to talk more about that stuff, and I'll talk about handling objections today. So you may be thinking, like, okay, I'm awesome. I've done so well. I've started my first challenge group. I've got my customers. And okay, so now I've got to get coaches. Holy crap. Like, this is a whole nother thing that I need to do. So what I want you to worry about right now is just think about what you want this to look like. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? I think we can agree that doing anything alone can be scary, but doing things as a group is exciting. It's fun. It's enjoyable. You get to feed off the energy from other people, and it is helpers helping others. So that's what teamwork is. We work together as a team. And so that's why you want to cultivate and have your own team. You can also rely on your teammates, so there's no man left behind. So say you're going through a little whatever hiccup in your fitness and nutrition program, or you're having a hard time, that's what your team is there for, is to support you and to help you and to be there for you. So for instance, I was with my family for a month last May, and my grandfather had open heart surgery at age 91, which is kind of crazy for an old man like him, but he was in such good health that they did it. And fortunately, that month, and that was an unplanned thing. I did not know that was going to happen. But in April, we decided as a team to run a giant team challenge. And so we had like 7 coaches in there, all inviting their people. So there was tons of people in the group. Each coach had 3 days that they were responsible for. So you can imagine the relief that I had, that we had an amazing team, because I was in the hospital every single day and taking care of my grandmother, who was 90 years old. And, that's a whole nother, it's totally different. I was also newly pregnant. I was about 11 weeks pregnant. So I was exhausted in that first trimester. And so just things that I was going on in my personal life, but my business had the team, and we can all help each other and work out together, meaning help each other, help more people together. So that's what teamwork is really about. So you create the culture and the community. And the reason why I have those in big letters is because culture and community is all up to you. What do you want your culture and community to look like? Do you want it to be a group of, and I'm just going to give some examples of some teams that I know. Do you want it to be a group of amazing, inspiring women that love, glittery things, and they've never really been inside the gym, but they love posting pretty pictures and sharing recipes and being homemakers? Like, is that the type of team that you want to cultivate? Of course, you're going to attract more people, but what kind of team do you want? I also know another team where it's like fierce and fit people that are like, it's kind of all different walks of life, but it's open to just whoever is going to be fierce and fit. So it's like hardcore fitness. And there's also, there's so many teams in Beachbody, but you really get to cultivate what your community is all about. I also know some teams that do a weekly Bible study together. And while I think that's fantastic, my thing is I want people to be driven for a healthier tomorrow. I care about fitness, but not because I want you to have a six-pack abs or something like I don't care about looks, and I hate to say that. That's a benefit of fitness. If you are fit and healthy, you do look better, you do feel better, your skin looks better, your muscles show, and the vanity of fitness is there, but that's not why I'm in fitness. That's not why I started. That's not why I continued. And that's not why I help people. It's not the vanity of fitness. It is the health of fitness. When I changed my life over 10 years ago by getting in a fitness class, it wasn't because I wanted to look a certain way. It was the way that class made me feel. And from that day forward, I decided that I will never make anyone feel uncomfortable about their body. My mission is to help people feel comfortable with themselves. And I want them to know that what they do today matters for tomorrow. So yes, it is important to some people like to have six-pack abs or, whatever they want, but really I just want people to be healthier for tomorrow. I want them, and my mission has evolved as my life has evolved, as I've grown into this position as a leader. So I really want my team to value their priorities, which it may be your family, it may be your faith, it may be your, just taking care of yourself. And so really what I care about that, so if somebody's taking a break or if somebody's doing X, Y, and Z, I value that. I value their time. I value their energy. And so I really want people to understand. And also I worked so hard in the fitness industry, so hard. I'm actually doing a call tonight with all of our master trainers. And you know what? I've learned so much, so much. And so I talk to people all the time that, want to become personal trainers or master trainers, and they might have a family or they might be single or they might be newly married. And I let them know what they're going to be, or maybe their family's older and grown, but I let them know what it looks like to build from the bottom up out in the fitness industry without a social media platform, because that's basically what I did for about 3 years. I had a Facebook account and I had a MySpace account, but I did not know the impact of social media would have until just a few years later when people really started doing it. Like I didn't understand, like posting videos every day was so important. Now a lot of people are doing that, and they have huge platforms and they have huge followings, and the things that they can get done in their PJs is pretty incredible while they stay at home taking care of their family. And so that's what I started shifting and focusing on about 3 years ago, when I realized, I'm going to be a mom and I can be gone all the time. And I tried to do it both. I tried to do both. I tried to teach, 15 classes a week and train clients and raise my son and be in fitness videos and be a master trainer and, run a business and do this and do that. And after about 4 or 5 months, I I mean, after a couple weeks, I knew, like, once I started getting back into things, like, I knew my heart had changed a little bit. Like, I don't need to run my body into the ground to prove that I know what I'm doing. I don't need to run my heart and soul into the ground. So there's all kinds of things that go into, and this is a learning process. You know, you might have a vision for your team and your community right now, and that could change in 2 years. That can change in 6 months from now. So just think, like, what do you want right now in the next 3 months? You know, what do you want in the next 3 months? Because 3 to 5 years down the road, things could change. Like, maybe you're totally into, fitness, but, more meditation or something. I don't know, but you'll see. All right. So the other benefit of being Emerald is numbers, free customers, free leads, and your bonus. So we're going to talk about what the leadership ladder talks about. But so basically, numbers. When you're an Emerald coach, you are benefiting from a team volume, a team bonus. So that is something that you do benefit from. And free customers. So there was a video that talked about that yesterday. You also benefit from free customers and free leads when you're hitting Success Club every single month. So you're looked at as a team builder. And that's like the next leadership rank, which is really awesome. And then your team bonus is going to be benefit of what your team does as a whole. So if somebody on your team, say you sign up 2 coaches, and one sells a P90X and one sells, you do not make commission off of that. You benefit from volume points, but only if you have an equal amount, say, or it has to be a 1-to-2 ratio, so 100 and 200. So 100 on this side and 200 on that side. So you don't make commissions off of anything. You do benefit from volume points, and we talked about that yesterday in yesterday's video. The cap out per week for an Emerald coach is $250 a week, and that's just in your team cycle bonuses. So you could also, be making $500 a week if you're getting if you're getting $250 worth of commissions, plus you're capping out in your team cycle bonus, meaning you have coaches, strong coaches that are doing a lot of things with you. So while yes, you can get to Emerald by signing up family members, it is not always the most beneficial way to do that. At the beginning, sure, and you can build those accounts. But as you continue, you can't just rely on keeping your family members active just to stay Emerald. So that is something that you do want to continue. You do want quality coaches, and you're always going to recruit coaches. So that's just part of what we're doing, bringing more people into our fitness world. So benchmarks for a strong Emerald coach. So first of all, this is an Emerald. They are bringing in 250 volume points per month, which is 200. That's over a 4-week period. So 250 volume points. You're looking at selling at least one, or helping at least one person a week. Some people do it all in 1 week. They get Success Club 5, and that can be 250 volume points. We pull the numbers every single week. So my husband pulls the numbers of our team. So we do a shout out to our team. And then, of course, you have Success Club 5. So Strong Emerald Coach is going to be making Success Club 5. That is 5 Success Club points. 2 of them are 2 points is a challenge pack. 1 point is a home direct order for Shakeology or the performance line. And then you are an Emerald. You also have personally sponsored coach. So you have 2 personally sponsored coaches as Emerald, and each one of those coaches is earning 1 Success Club point a month. So that makes you a team builder. And then your team volume, so what your team is doing as a whole, is 200 volume points, and that is in your weak leg. So inviting coaches. So here's, when I want you to think about when you're inviting coaches. So in my opinion, and I've been doing this for a while, I used to think like, wow, fitness people would make the most perfect coach in the world. You know why? Because they are already doing this in the gym. But let me tell you something, fitness people and so gym people and home workout people are 2 different breeds. I know because I was one of them. And natural shoe in. It is a natural shoe in as a coach, as a fitness person. But if they don't believe in somebody being healthy, if they don't show up at the gym or if they don't do that, then they're really not going to move forward, in my opinion, as a coach. So that's going to be kind of challenging for them. So I always think that I don't care if you're a fitness instructor, a personal trainer, whoever, you should get in a challenge group so you experience what is happening in there versus a non-challenge group coach. So a coach that has never been through a challenge group is not going to understand how to run challenge groups. So that's going to be one thing. I'd rather have a coach come in and join my challenge group, do that with me, than go out and be like, yeah, I can figure this out. I want them to experience it first on, hands in themselves. So inviting customers. So customers can be coaches. That's a great way for them to get discounts. They get 25% off of anything Beachbody related. And then, of course, you talk to them about why coaching. So why is this important? So why would you invite somebody to be a coach? Why would they make a great coach? Think about somebody in your challenge groups that's always posting, that is like the star student. This is the person that you want coaching. You want somebody like this in your group helping other people because they're going to be really good at getting others to engage, because the star student makes everyone else in the room go, like, look at them, and makes them raise their bar too. So when you're asking somebody to coach, especially in your challenge groups, I take this approach. I always compliment them and why I thought of them, because the reason why I want them to coach is not just, oh, I want another coach. Like, I really see value in this person and delivering their message to others. Same thing when I was recruiting fitness instructors to teach Turbo Kick and Beachbody programs. I would see people in my classes and I would be like, have you ever thought about teaching? You're here all the time. Because that's who I was. I was the girl in the back of the room that lost 30 pounds and made my way from the back row to the front row. And the instructor talked to me that day. And I was not an instructor material type person. I don't have a perfect body. I don't have perfect abs. I don't have perfect anything. But I had something that I loved. And I had something that happened to me, and it was a transformation. And that she knew that with my story, I would be a great instructor because of what I had gone through. So I understood the person coming in the room. So the person with the perfect body, coming into the room, taking a class, like, yeah, they look like the perfect instructor, but do they understand what it took to get there? I don't know. So I was that person that understood what it was like to lose 30 pounds. That's why I would make a great instructor. That's why she recruited me to be an instructor. That's why I recruited other instructors in my classes. I would see them, they were engaged, they would come, they would smile, they would be like into it. And I'd be like, you can teach too. So coaching, same thing, same concept. You can do this too. You can do this too. This is about helping other people. This is people helping others. So why you thought of them. So if, I thought of you because you've been so engaged in this group and you've really been the star player for the past 2 months. Have you thought about coaching? What's the next step for you? And, get a response from them. And then, well, I don't know. I've never thought about it before. I was like, well, hey, if I sent you this video, would you check it out and let me know? And they'll say, yeah, sure, I'll check it out, no problem. Well, I would really appreciate your opinion. There's a whole list of verbiage that you can use that I've listed for you in the group for you. But set up a follow-up time, So set up a time. You can do this on the phone. If you're going to be hardcore, you can make it casual. Like, hey, so if you watch it, I'll send it to you tonight. And then maybe tomorrow morning, can you watch it tonight? If I send it to you? Yeah, I'll watch it tonight. Cool. So tomorrow morning I'll reach out and I just want your opinions. Awesome. Great. Okay, don't forget, we have our sneak peek group for our Emerald group that starts on Monday, October 12th, on what to expect. So handling objections. So right now you are talking to people and you're building relationships. We're talking to 3 people a day. That is really crucial and mandatory in this group. So, and you're tracking them. You're tracking them on an Excel spreadsheet, not a piece of paper. And if you're using a piece of paper, stop doing it right now, today. Stop. Get on an Excel spreadsheet or use the business activity tracker. So handling objections about coaching, a no just means no right now. I can't tell you how many people I followed up with just recently, from years ago, 4 years ago to be exact. Somebody that I had just talked to, and they said, you know what, I think I want to coach. I know you talked to me about it before, but I don't know. I feel like timing's right. Like I need to do this. And so you never know. And no can just mean no right now. Somebody might say, I don't have time. And we do have an objection video in the sneak peek group talking about time and how this only takes 30 minutes a day, how this only takes a little bit of your time. You can put as much time or as little time into this as you want. And I don't have money. That's another one. Well, this is a business. So your goal as their coach sponsor is to help them learn how to earn money and learn how to do this as a business. So one of the most important things that I can tell you is to fill your cup every day, fuel your fire, and that is personal development. So I actually posted some books the other day. This is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Extremely, extremely valuable book. You can also get it on audio. This is talking about doing small things every day to move you forward to a bigger goal. Small, little steps. And I got an email from Darren yesterday saying, hey, I noticed you haven't been logging into this. I want to move you forward. If you're committed, click on this link and watch this video. And I was like, okay, what's the video? And it was a 3-minute video. I was like, okay, fine. I got 3 minutes. And I watched this little video, and it was him, like how he's paying back and his freemium basically. But it was, little videos that he's doing. He's like, the purpose of this is how you can do small little things, every single day to move you forward. So the compound effect is extremely, so when you're doing those little invites and like nothing's happening that day, you'll realize that this is important that you do this every day because this will move you forward. This will fill your cup later on. Start with why. This is by Simon Sinek. And this book is essential because it really gives you an idea of companies that start up with failures because they don't have a reason of why they started. They don't have a really good reason, like, yeah, I want to make money, I want to build this company, and hey, we're going to do this, but they don't have a real good mission. It also, one of the companies that they compare is Apple and why it's taken off so huge and why it's been such a success and why it's a known brand in every single house. And because of their vision and their why, their reason for doing things. Leaders Eat Last. This is another Simon Sinek book. This is a great book for learning about leadership if you're looking to grow as a leader. And GoPro. So this is your gift. Oh, this is your gift that I give you, and our t-shirt, our team t-shirt, when you hit Emerald. But you can also purchase it ahead of time too. So if you are my personally sponsored coaches, I give my personally sponsored coaches gifts. GoPro is very like, listen, this is how you do it. This is what you're going to say. This is what you're going to do. Here's the 6 steps. Da, 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 da. It's like so awesome. It's like, to me, I hate using this analogy, but it's like really like the step by step. I mean, I have like, everything highlighted in here. If you can see like this is just like wow, like this book is just amazing. This is why I give it to my emeralds when they become emeralds. So personal development is key, and those small little things you do every day do make a difference. All right, let's move on to attraction marketing. When you believe in what you're doing and you use your imagination and initiative, you can make a difference. That is so true. When you believe in what you're doing, and we're helping other people with their health and fitness. So, what happened? Okay, there we go. So the 3 steps in attraction marketing, real simple, we'll be going over this again on Sunday, is identify clearly who we are and what interests we have and what can be used to connect with others. So and then the next one is, so identify who we are. We're going to talk about that in ways that we can connect with others, and I'll share some experiences that I've had. Based on step 1, what we want to begin to identify the target market for our business and what they're interested in. So what do we want people to start seeing of us first? Because if you go from just a girl that post on Facebook every once in a while to like fitness, fitness, fitness. Here's a recipe. Fitness, Shakeology, fit, 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 fit. It's so annoying if people don't know you for that. They need to see you. They need to see that you're vulnerable, that you're a real person, that you're real. And so people are looking to be interested in you, and they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That is so true. Make sure our social media posts are reflecting both steps 1 and 2. So we want people to identify with us. That is so true. So building your brand, this is what I want you to think about. What your post should be about. What makes you unique? Like, who are you? You are unique. You are special. There is no one else like you. You were born on a certain day at a certain time with chromosomes that no one else has. You are special. You are incredible. You are unique. And there's other people that need to hear your message, and they need to know your journey and what you've been through. So what makes you unique? What is it? What is it? I'm a fitness person. I'm 5'1", and I'm not a skinny girl. I have to work at what I eat. I can't just like eat whatever and then, show up at the gym. I have to work on that. I have to work on my fitness. I have to work on everything about me. I am not perfect. I barely graduated high school. I went to 3 different colleges. I am somebody that always constantly needs to work on myself. So I know that putting myself out there and being vulnerable and telling people what I'm going through is important because people relate to that. So I'm not putting myself on a pedestal saying, oh, this is me, watch this. But what makes you unique? What is it about you? What are some things that are different that you hear? What are your hobbies and your interests? We love boating. I don't know if you know that about us, but we love being on the water. We, I don't have a car. I just bought my first car in 3 years the other day, 2 days ago. So it's kind of scary. But instead of a car, last year we decided instead of buying me a car, we're going to buy a membership to a boat club, because it's way more important to us to go out on a boat once or twice a week than it is for me to drive anywhere to the grocery store, because I use Uber. But I just bought a car the other day eventually. So that's going to be kind of a different thing. So what are your hobbies, your interests? So besides health and fitness, besides that, like, are you really a really good decorator? Are you really good at sports? Are you really into football? Are you really into, what is it? Are you married, single, or dating? I mean, these are all parts of your brand. Are you transitioning into one of those, do you love to ski, hike, fish, shop, eat? What is it? What do you love to do? Talk about those things. Are you motivated, driven, shy, or outgoing? And those people that are saying, well, I'm not outgoing, I don't do all this stuff, talk about that. Like, I'm really a shy, conservative person, but, I felt the need to share this with you. People know, people see if you're, you're crazy outgoing, or they see if you're just, they can see that in you. So be that person. Are you a natural leader or follower? So do you follow the crowds or do you lead the crowds? Which one is natural for you? And make your social media about you. So important that we do that. All right, guys. Well, I want to congratulate you all for being here and watching this video. And we will see you next time. We have a call on Monday and our final call. I think we have a call on Wednesday and then our final call. But all right, guys. Well, thank you for watching this, and we'll